Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Hypovolemia with Arturio and Maris. So today, I'm finally going to start some Botania. And I've been meaning to do this for a while because there's some things that I really need hypovolemia for. But I got to clean a little bit of, at least get a couple of these trees out here. I wish the tree capacitator worked on silverwood trees, but it doesn't seem to. You gotta chop them down the old-fashioned way. Let me just make a little room here, and then we'll get started. I'm not gonna chop all these down, just this one to make a little bit of room. Now we'll put this silver wood away. That's as good a place as any. And let's look at the book. Okay, the first one, these Bloody Flowers quests, apparently the first part is very easy. Could have done it at pretty much any point. And there's a follow-up quest that requires bone meal and living roots, which are not difficult to make. So in preparation for this, I've done a couple of things. I did finally build a little tree farm over here. And this is not too hard to do. You have a harvester to harvest the trees. You put an upgrade in it so that it has the proper radius. And in the middle, you put a planter with a supply of saplings and tell it that you want the entire zone to be trees. And also an upgrade in there. And then all the stuff gets dumped over here. And let me grab some of those saplings. That ought to be enough. Surprisingly, the harvester produces a lot of sludge. Probably more, or the harvester harvesting trees anyway, produces a lot of sludge. I mean, look at that fill up. That's probably more than any of the other harvesters. So early on for that particular quest, that might be the way to go, is just build you a little tree farm and just let it run. Okay, so I don't know how many of these I'm actually going to need. So I know you need them to make the, I think it's the magical fertilizer. Yeah, the floral fertilizer. So let's look that up real quick. Living root and bone meal. I think I have some bone meal over here already, so I won't have to make more. I did finally start improving. One of the quest rewards, I got Ardite and cobalt seeds, and they've just been sitting in a chest over here. Like these were the seeds that I got as quest rewards for doing, I forget which quests, but I also got cobalt and Ardite seeds, and I don't know how useful cobalt and Ardite is, so I've been ignoring them up to now, but I'm finally started improving them. Where would there, bone. Magical fertilizer. Now, of course, I've got skeleton essence over there, so I can make all the bone I want, but, you know, if I've got some made, let's just use that. All right, that ought to be enough to get started. And the rest of this we'll put back. And we'll put this bone meal here for later use because I know I'm going to need more of this. Okay. So this is where it gets a little tricky, because this first quest here, you need at least one of each of the mystical flowers, and I believe it looks like there's 16 of them. So that's going to take a fair amount of this floral fertilizer to achieve. All right, we'll let this run for a minute, and then we'll go start making flowers. Okay, and we're back. I've got half a stack. Let's see if that's enough to get all of the flowers. So you take the floral fertilizer, and on grass, you just right-click, and you should get 4 flowers. Okay. Now you don't really have any control over what you get, so this we may get everything we need relatively quickly, or we may have to go make more of the floral fertilizer. Okay, so now we have to make petals of all of the flowers. Let me see what it takes to make a bag. Those are seed bags. Is it a sack? A knapsack? All right, let's look in here real quick and see if there's a quest. Yeah, it's hard to say. Okay, so anyway, what I need to do is I need to put all of them away except for one of each. Okay, so now I have one of each of the flowers, and the way you get the petals is you just put it in your crafting grid and you get 2 petals per flower. Aha! I knew there was a quest, a flower pouch. And it takes a little bit of wool and a single petal of any color. And somewhere in here I should have either wool or string. Otherwise I can go make some real quick, but if I don't have to, I don't want to. There we go. Now the great thing about this flower pouch is if I have it in my inventory, anytime I pluck flowers or I pick flowers, they'll automatically go in the pouch. And it doesn't hold a lot, and all it'll hold is flowers. But as you can see, you know, it'll hold one stack of each variety. So that's cool. All right, claim reward, get more floral fertilizer. And the next thing it wants is it wants a petal apothecary and a pure daisy. Petal apothecary is not terribly difficult to make. I need a little bit of cobblestone and some cobblestone slabs. So let's make that real quick. I'm tired of never having cobblestone, so I'm just going to make a stack. What would be nice, let's try to pick something that I don't think I use very often, or I won't use right away. And that's hard to do, because at one point or another you're going to need pretty much everything. Okay, petal apothecary. And a pure daisy takes 4 white petals, which is easy enough because I got a fair amount of okay, that'll be enough to make 2. Okay, so that'll make 3 for me. So now I'll put my petal apothecary here. There we go. And grab a bucket, or make a bucket, one of the two. Forgot I didn't make my bucket. Haha. Okay, bucket. Now, in general, this is how making things with petal apothecary works. Oh, do I need seeds for this? Actually, no, I don't think I do. Oh, that ain't right. Okay, if you mess up and put too much of something in there, with an empty hand, shift right click and you bring them out. So I think I do need seeds. Oh yeah, there's something else I wanted to show you that I completely forgot about. I set this up over here to do one of the second chance quests. Oh. And it may be nearly done because it's been running for about an hour. It's this biofuel one. Oh wow, it's only 25% done. I may have to turn this back on because I have no idea how much. And now with the logistical sorter there, I can't tell how many pumpkins are in it. Let's see. Melon will work also. This will give us seeds. Okay, so what's happening here is this crusher is turning pumpkins into biofuel. The biofuel is going into the quest delivery system, and it's slowly completing this quest. I thought it would be faster than this. Probably if I built multiple crushers, but, you know, it's not worth it. It'll just kind of run on its own. It'll eventually finish. So we'll just leave that. Okay, now let's try this again. Botania is just interesting, but I haven't done a whole lot of it lately. All right, so I put okay, there's 4 in there. That made 1 pure daisy. We'll try it this way. So just drop all 4 petals in there. There, and that gives us 3 pure daisies. I hope that's all we needed. Uh-oh, it didn't complete. I guess that means we needed more. Nope. Oh, okay, it was a multi-step. Okay, now it wants living rock and living wood, which is not a problem because that's what the pure daisies are for. So you take these and plant them somewhere, preferably someplace where you'll have room to surround them with things. And I'm just going to come over here and grab a stack of logs. And I hope I have some stone in here. You know what? I don't. But I did just recently, and you know what? I'm going to make more. It only takes a minute, and with that Zivio furnace over there, it cooks it in just a second too. Oh, look at that. I've got it right there. But that's okay, because I'm going to be using large quantities of this. So if I throw that cobble in there, the ultimate furnace is nice. I've been trying to save up the essence and improve it to enhance all of them, but it takes forever. It takes just ridiculous amounts of blood, so I eventually I didn't really give up. It's just I'm not focusing on it quite as much. So these little sparkles indicate that the pure daisy is doing what it's intended to do. And then let's get some living wood going. Oops, got them too far away, but that's okay. So this takes a minute or two to convert, so while that's going on, let's make some more flowers. And there you have it, living rock. And if you see, there's no flowers in here because they're all in the pouch. Cool. All right, let's see if that was enough to satisfy that quest. It was. Making the rod. It wants a living wood twig and then a wand of the forest. Easy enough. I need one of those. Living wood twig. 3. And the reason it wanted 3, oh, you know what? I do need, there. Wand of the Forest. And then as a reward, you get more living rock and more living wood. So next it wants us to create day blooms, and it wants 8 of them. And I don't understand that. In regrowth, this was here too. Each one of these recipes has this in here as the first recipe. It serves no purpose. I don't understand why it's there. All right. I need yellow, I need light blue, and I need orange. Light blue and orange is, there's more orange, there's more yellow, and I don't have any more light blue, except I may have some in here. 1 light blue. Oh, that is not going to be enough. I have enough light blue to make 4. I need 8. And so this is enough to make, come on. All right, we'll put seeds there, bucket there, blue, yellow, orange. I'll make 4 and then we'll do the rest off camera and then we'll call it an episode. Okay, so it takes 1 blue, 2 yellow, and 1 orange. All right, that's 1. And okay. And then this will be the last one and we'll call it an episode here. Okay. So that's where we're going to leave it right there. I'll finish these off camera, and I may do a couple other quests. I'll probably make a mana spreader, and then I think that's got a follow-up where you have to make a mana pool. Mana spreader, I may be able to make a mana spreader now. Yeah, I should be able to do that. Let me, because it doesn't matter what kind of leaf you use, let's use a different leaf. Yeah, mana spreader, and then a diluted mana pool. Okay, yeah, step 1 is mana spreader, step 2 is a diluted mana pool, step 3 is a mana pool. And the way you do that is you actually need 2 of these, 2 diluted mana pools. You put 1 down, and this is nighttime, so needs to be daytime for this. We will take these day blooms and we'll put them around this diluted mana pool, and very, very slowly mana will be filled into this. Where's my wand? Okay, they're actually filling up relatively quickly. The day blooms don't hold much. So what you do is you shift right, actually up in the sky, like shift right click to see what mode it's in. It's in bind mode now. There's bind mode and function mode. And you just kind of shift right click between the two of them. You want it in bind mode. Shift right click on the flower that produces mana, and then shift right click where you want that mana to go. Oh, wait, okay, no, that is not correct. Mana spreader. Sorry, folks, it has been a while. Okay, regardless of what it sounds like, the mana spreader actually gathers mana. So now, this is, you shift right click the mana spreader, and then shift right click where you want the mana to go. And it's not working. There we go. Okay, so what's happening is each of these day blooms is producing mana from the sunlight. It only works during daytime. And the mana spreader is gathering that mana and it's dumping it into the diluted mana pool. Now, when there actually is a little bit of mana in there, I can throw the other diluted mana pool in here and it'll convert it into a full mana pool. And when that little X disappears from the arrow, that's how it tells me there's enough mana in there to do that. So we'll just wait for that to happen. And while we're waiting for that to happen, I may go make some more flowers because I need more light and blue ones. But this should be ready now. I should be able to throw that. Yep, see how it's got a little check mark instead of the X? And now that has become a mana pool. And we take the other diluted mana pool, we put it down here. And okay, I put the wrong one down. There it is. Okay, so the full mana pool we put down here. Mana spreader, we make sure that it's sending its mana to it. And again, we wait for it to fill up and then we'll throw this other diluted mana pool in there and it'll convert to a full one. And we'll look at our quest real quick. Oh, there is another step to this. An endo flame. You know what? I think I have an endo flame. I think I got one as a quest reward. Maybe not. Maybe it was... Yeah, there was one that gave a couple of floating mana-producing flowers as quest rewards. Oh, it was a thermal lily. But there were a couple of floating ones I got as a quest reward, too. Oh. I got a Botania out of a black lotus. Those came out of chests where the skeleton spawner was. Oh well, okay, I will make that off camera. So that is going to do it for today. I hope you enjoyed this beginnings of Botania. If you have, please leave a like on the video. I'd love it if you'd subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them on YouTube. This is Arturio signing out.